as an isolated component without the other parts. I mean, I think taking out heart and lungs would, I would still like probably more than just VExUS alone. I don't know if anyone has different thoughts on that.
Yeah, in my mind, that's a different question. Yeah, VExUS is looking at the back end and congestion, and fluid responsiveness is looking at, cardiac output and whether or not that will change. So I don't think so. I think in my mind, those two are separate things. Not to say you can't be considering the same things over, in a single patient over the course of a resuscitation, like in sepsis, but in my mind, I keep those two things separate.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, absolutely agree with that. I think the VExUS is part of the assessment of volume tolerance, which in my mind is vastly more important a question than volume responsiveness, because by and large, unfortunately, what we've seen in the last decade or so, or 2 decades, since the Rivers early goal-directed therapy almost, and is the quest for volume responsiveness, and that's a vicious cycle. You can't get me started on this because we'll never finish. But it's kind of a vicious cycle to exterminate fluid responsiveness, which inevitably ends in venous congestion, and that's pushing someone up their Frank-Starling curve until they're on the flat part, which is only normally inhabited by end-stage CHF, end-stage renal disease patients. No one is healthy sitting in that flat part. And I think there's all the data in the world to support that. That is not a good place to be. But the hunt for fluid responsiveness, is fairly intense all over the world. And it ends up putting people there.